In this video, I'd like to show you how to add an effect. Now, you notice that on this waveform right here, you notice how the little blue waveform, it kind of narrows down to a point. Well, that's because I've added a fade in to this part of the sound file, so that when it starts, let me just play this. What you're going to hear when this starts is, let's see, you're going to hear this file here first, which is a little steam burst, and then you're going to hear a little party favor, which is supposed to sound like some sort of wheezing bellows, and then you're going to hear after the steam plays, then you'll hear the fade in of this sort of clock ticking sound effect. You'll hear that fade in, and then the party favor, and then you'll hear the party favor again, and this is sort of another bellows thing. Let's just listen to it. See how that faded in? And if it's not as easy to hear, I can just simply move this down a little bit so you can hear this. Now, a sound effect like this one, which just starts up out of nothing, see, that gets louder. Okay. Now, I've got another sound effect right here that I've muted. I'm going to add that one in to let you see how that sounds. And then this one will come in. So now you've got a really nice complex sound effect going here. Okay, now let's move the steam file back to the beginning and add in, let's add in another sound effect. Now it's a really complex sound effect. Now let's mute this one. And I'm going to say I want to add a fade into this one right here so that it doesn't just start. Let me give you an example of what that would sound like if it just starts out of nothing. Let me do that again. Now, it's really easy to add a fade in. All you have to do is go to the selector, click on the iframe button here. Now we're going to select the first part of this, and let's do about that much of it, so it'll fade in. All right, now we got that selected. You go up to, you can't see this at the top, but there's a drop-down menu at the very top. You go to Effect and drop down to Fade In, which you can see right there. Click on Fade In, and now watch. See there? It automatically adds a fade in of the exact duration that you've specified in your selection. So now let's go back to this move it around thing here, and we can slide this back to the beginning. And if you slide back beyond the 0, which is where all the files start, you'll see these little black arrows down here at the beginning to let you know that your sound effect file has gone beyond the beginning of the track. Alright, now let's play this and see what it sounds like. So, go right there. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. So now we have a nice fade in. You can unmute this one, add in more stuff. You can mute this one. You could say mute. And completely drop all that stuff out. You can do that on the fly. And that's what mute does. So hopefully this has been helpful. There are a bunch more effects that you can add. You just create your selection. Just like that, go to Effect, you drop down, and you can do all these different things. You can remove noise, you can do fade-ins, fade-outs, just all different kinds of things you can do to the sound effect. The most common thing you'll use is a fade-in, a fade-out, and possibly to boost the level of the audio. Now in the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit more about how to think about the timeline as you work with Composer.